Thank you for coming to another episode of Carolyn and Her Clothes. So today I actually don't have a try on for you at all. Today I'm going to discuss with you my actual meeting, my virtual meeting, Zoom meeting with a senior Stitch Fix stylist. So I'm part of a Facebook group of buy, sell, trade, and I noticed somebody had posted on there that about a meeting with a stylist, a senior stylist. And the way they saw it was when they logged into Stitch Fix and went over to the help section, there was a banner across the top saying, "Would you like to?" And I said, "Oh, okay." So I said, "Yes, I would like to speak to a stylist." So I clicked that and I set up the appointment, and it was on noon on Saturday Eastern time. So I met with Tina, my senior stylist, and the way this will work is that she is actually going to be the one who styles my fix, which is coming up this week. It's anytime between the 4th to the 14th. I'm supposed to get it this month. And she'll style it this month, and if I'm happy with what she picks out, I can continue with her in my next fix, or I can choose to go back to my current stylist, who's Lindsay. She noted, and first thing she said to me is that we noticed we've been hit or miss and on some fixes, and we kind of want to get an idea of what you are looking for, what is my typical day and what I want to wear, and you know, what it is that we're missing the mark on, and what it is about me that they want to know in order to style me. So I said, well, the first problem is that my typical day now was very different than 2 months ago. And as most of you are aware, and especially in New Jersey, we're under stay-at-home orders. I have not been in the office since early to mid-March. So, and I don't foresee myself going back before 2021 is over. You know, or probably sometime in 2021, definitely not in 2020. You know, I think it all depends whether we have a resurgence this winter or not. So my needs then are very different than my needs now. I still dress up every day. As you can see, I'm wearing a White House Black Market blouse that I purchased a couple weeks ago. I still like to dress up because it makes me feel good, but as far as wearing dresses and dress pants, not really. I'm usually wearing, you know, the typical Zoom meeting attire, fancy on the top and casual on the bottom. I won't wear sweats. I just don't feel comfortable in sweats. I feel sloppy in sweats. So I was trying to explain that to her, that I want casual but put together pieces and not jeans, because I just have so much in the way of jeans, including white jeans. So the first thing she says to me, well, what is it that we should know about you? And I said, well, one thing about me is that even though I am 51, I don't want to dress like it. I want to dress younger. And I said, I know that kind of sounds kind of crazy, and that doesn't mean crop tops and, you know, booty shorts. And it also doesn't mean, which probably confused her, I said, I want to dress like I'm in my 30s. I said, I don't want athleisure either. I'm not into the athleisure look. So, you know, what does that mean? I said, well, what I really despise is like what I refer to them as the triangle or caftan style tops, which basically don't show your body at all. You know, usually they have like a crew neck or maybe a split neck, and they come out like a triangle, and they're just basically there to mask and hide your body shape. I do not like those at all. She's like, I noticed you like the details, the ruffles, the embroidery. I said, yes. And she's like, well, let's go over some things that I picked out for you to think that you might like. First thing that she picks out for me, you know, is a couple dresses. Now, they look like nice dresses, and I like the dresses, but like I said, I'm going to be paying $88 for a dress that's going to sit in my closet for a year, and it just doesn't make sense. So she nixed the dresses, and then of course she showed me a pair of white jeans. I said, well, that's nice, but I have a pair of white jeans, plus you also gave me a pair of white jeans last year. I think 2 pairs of white jeans are enough for me. So then she says, okay. So then she started showing me some tops. One of them was for my Pinterest board. So I said, yes, of course I like that top. So she says, okay. And she goes, and then she finds another top. And she says, how about this? I said, I despise that. Now that confused her because it was a ruffly top. And she's like, well, what is it you don't like about this top? I said, it's exactly what I'm not looking for. It's matronly looking. It had a high collar. Yes, it had ruffles, but it was more a box shape and ruffles meant to mask. I said between the neckline and the squareness of the top, no, I don't want ruffles like that. I like little delicate ruffles around the edge, maybe around the sleeves, you know. Yeah, I do like my puff sleeves. I do like my flutter sleeves. Maybe a V-neck with maybe a little ruffle around the V-neck, but not like a high collar with the whole shirt being ruffles and a square box shape. So she wrote notes of that. So needless to say, her first go around of trying to find things for me did not go that great. Another item that she showed me, and because I had put in my request, I don't have much in the way of camo, and I don't have much in the way of nice casual tops that don't look sloppy. Like, I'm not looking for a gray Champion sweatshirt, you know. I don't want something like that. I want something that looks stylish. So she actually showed me something I like a lot, but of course it comes with that price tag. It's a short sleeve Michael Stars camo top. And I think Kristen from Moments of Sanctuary got that top, and I like it a lot, but it's $98. So then she got and questioned me, and she goes, well, what would it take you to get to splurge? I said, honestly, for me and my preference, upper 60s is probably the most I'd be willing to spend on a top. So I'd be really interested in that top, and I would buy it, but it would have to be a 5 out of 5 where I got the discount on it. So now she's like, oh, you know, like, she's like, that's for it for a splurge. I said, honestly, that's it. I just cannot see any more than that. One good thing about her that I really liked is that she's short like me, so she understands the short issue problems, and she understands that a midi skirt won't look good on me because it just chops me off. It makes me look shorter. So she understands. She's only 5'3", so that I was like really happy about, that I had someone petite that's going to be styling me as well. And one of the things I also asked her for in this fix, if she can find it, is I'm a runner, and in the mornings when I go out running, I have only one long sleeve dry fit tee, and in the mornings it can only be in the 50s here. So I'm chilly, and I've been wearing the tee, washing it, re-wearing it, so I could use another one. So she made note of it, and then I made it clear that I don't want this loose, flowy yoga top, that I'm a runner and want something more fitted, so when I run, it's not flapping around in the wind. And she says, well, I'm a runner too, so I understand what you're looking for. And then she asked me about my shoes, and I told her the truth. I'm both a shoe and purse snob. I like my Michael Kors. I like my Sam Edelman. I like my Vince Camuto. I like my Steve Madden. And I prefer big heels because I'm a shorty and I need that height. So she wrote that down. I don't know if Stitch Fix will ever have shoes that fit my style. I've seen very little in the way of shoes I like there. I mean, I do see some, and I have on my Pinterest board, but very little. So I think she has a challenge for me. She's gonna go back to her drawing board, and I know I'm gonna get the one blouse. And Kayla, if you're watching, it's that, I think it's called the clear water blouse. It's the white blouse with the crisscross front. That's one I believe she is sending me. We'll have to see what other things she sends me. She did show me a pair of coral pants, which seemed promising. They were like more of a casual pant. We also discussed, because I did give her my YouTube channel, we discussed the Shop Your Looks crazy pants that I got, and she thought they look great on me, and she's like, but if you're not comfortable, you're not comfortable. And I told her that, you know, maybe it was a little bit too much outside of my comfort zone at this time, and maybe as my style changes, I might be warming up to them, but right now I felt they were just a little bit too crazy and not for me. So that was pretty much it for the conversation. Like I said, she showed me probably about 10 to 15 items. I know 2 dresses, a pair of pants, a white pair of jeans, and several tops. And she, I think, got 2 tops out of that whole thing, so she's gonna have to go back and repick things. After it was over, I was given a survey, and one of the things that they asked me on the survey was, is this a service that you would want to see in the future? And I said, yes. Because, I mean, with Nordstrom and Trendsend, they give you an enormous amount of space. You can put in your styles, and you can put in everything you want. Whereas Stitch Fix, they give you this much space, and you have absolutely no back and forth with your stylist. There's so little you can tell her because the space is limited. I really enjoyed actually having a one-on-one so she can get an idea of who I am. And then on top of that, then it asked you, would you be willing to pay for this service and not have it applied to your fix? And I was just like, no. I feel other styling services, you know, I mean, Trunk Club, they allow you to preview the items. You can deny, you can explain why you can deny. You have that back and forth with the stylist. And Trendstand, you can give them so much information. You can give them a wish list. They actually look at the wish list. So I don't feel that Stitch Fix should charge for this. Other styling services certainly aren't. And then it asked, if you were to pay, how much would you pay? And I think they had $10, $20, or $30. I think that was the question, the amounts. And then the other question they had in the survey, would you want to be able to preview your items, you know? Or maybe only preview like 2 to 3 items and let 2 to 3 be a surprise. And for me, I prefer to preview my items. Why should the company waste their money and me not get what I want, you know, when it just doesn't make sense? I mean, yeah, I would only deny things I'm absolutely dead set against. There are times that I say, let me give it a try, and I will try it and then to make the decision. But there's certain things that I know that I would never wear. Like, for example, she had asked, I told her I won't wear any more cold shoulders. Like, don't get me wrong, I have still some cold shoulders left, but I will not purchase anymore, as I feel they're kind of dated. They were in style 5 years ago, and I feel when I wear something like that, they kind of date me. And I'm trying to make myself appear a little bit more youthful. So she understood that. She took those as notes, but you know, don't even bother sending it to me. I want to be able to preview my fix. So we'll see how that happens. So it was a positive experience. We'll have to see when my Stitch Fix comes up as to whether or not she really understood my style or not. So if you're curious to see what I end up getting, why don't you like, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Right? It's right down there. So go into the thing, right click, say subscribe, and then hit that notification bell. And that way, when I do get my fix, like in a week or 2, you'll be able to see how good of a job she did. Okay, until next time, take care.